Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm really glad you're here with us today.
Hi everyone. Hi Jennifer. It's lovely to slow down, breathe a little, and share another calm conversation together.
Yes. I have a warm cup of tea beside me, soft music playing in the background, and a notebook open on the table.
That sounds peaceful.
It is peaceful, but also a little dangerous.
Dangerous? Why?
Because every time I open a notebook, I start writing huge life plans. 1 minute I'm drinking tea, and the next minute I'm planning a bakery, a podcast, a flower shop, and maybe a tiny hotel by the sea.
That escalated quickly.
It always does. My dreams have no brakes.
Well, that actually connects perfectly to today's topic.
It really does. Today, we're asking a big question. Would you like to start your own business?
A simple question on the surface, but a very deep one underneath.
Exactly. Because it's not only about money. It's about freedom, fear, responsibility, identity, and maybe crying quietly over an Excel sheet.
That last part sounds very specific.
Ron, I have imagined the whole scene. It's midnight. I'm in pajamas. The numbers don't make sense. The tea is cold. The cat is judging me.
A dramatic but realistic business moment.
That's what scares me. Starting a business sounds exciting, but also very exposed.
Exposed is a good word here. It means you feel open, visible, and a little vulnerable.
Yes. If you work for a company and something goes wrong, you can sometimes hide behind the system.
But when it's your own business, the responsibility feels personal.
Exactly. If no one buys my product, it feels like no one believes in me.
That's a very common feeling. But it's also something we have to be careful with.
Why?
Because a business idea can fail without meaning that you are a failure.
Oh, that's important.
Very important. An idea is something you test. It is not your whole identity.
I need that sentence printed on a mug.
An idea is not your whole identity.
Beautiful. Very business cafe energy.
Speaking of cafes, if I started a business, I think I would build something quiet and meaningful. Maybe a small book cafe for language learners.
That sounds exactly like you.
In a good way?
In the best way. I can already picture it. Warm lights, wooden tables, shelves full of simple novels, people reading slowly, and someone in the corner whispering, "I finally understood this paragraph."
That would make me very happy.
What would make your cafe different from a normal cafe?
I would want it to be a safe place for people who are learning a language. Many learners are not only learning vocabulary, they're also learning how to be brave in another language.
That's so true. When I speak another language, I feel like my personality becomes smaller.
Yes, in your first language, you can be funny, emotional, clever, and detailed. But in another language, you may only be able to say, "I like coffee."
And inside your head, you are thinking, "I have complex opinions about life, society, love, and business."
Exactly. But your mouth says, "Coffee good."
I know that pain.
So my business would not just sell drinks. It would sell comfort, practice, and confidence.
I love that. It reminds me that a good business is not only about the product. It's also about the feeling people take with them.
Absolutely. People may forget the exact coffee they drank, but they remember how they felt in your space.
That makes me think about my dream business.
Tell me.
I would open a tea shop called Tea and Feelings.
That is very you.
I know. People would come in for tea, but secretly, they would also come in because they're tired of pretending they're fine.
That's quite beautiful.
There would be soft chairs, quiet corners, little notebooks on the tables, and one cat who behaves like the emotional director.
The emotional director?
Yes. He would walk around, look deeply into people's souls, and then sleep on the most important documents.
Very professional.
Extremely. But honestly, I think people need places where they can slow down. Life is so fast now. Work messages, social media, bills, deadlines, family expectations. Sometimes people don't need advice. They just need a peaceful table and a warm drink.
That's a strong business insight.
Really?
Yes, you're identifying an emotional need. A business often works when it understands a real need, not just a surface desire.
Can you explain that simply?
Sure, a surface desire is, I want tea. A deeper need might be, I want to feel calm. If your business understands the deeper need, it can create a stronger connection.
That makes sense. So if I sell tea, I'm not only selling tea. I'm selling a moment of peace.
Exactly.
That sounds beautiful. But then the practical part comes in and ruins my poetry.
The practical part is not the enemy. It protects the dream.
Wait. Say that again.
The practical part protects the dream.
I love that. Because sometimes I think numbers, planning, and budgeting are boring.
They can feel boring, but without them, the dream may not survive.
That's true. Rent does not accept poetry.
Sadly, no.
Bills do not say, oh, your tea shop has a beautiful emotional purpose. You don't need to pay this month.
Not usually.
So we need both. A soft heart and a clear plan.
Exactly. A business needs imagination, but it also needs structure.
Structure means a clear system, right?
Yes. It means you know what you sell, who you serve, how much it costs, how much you charge, and how people can find you.
That already sounds less romantic, but more real.
Real is good. Real means the dream has legs.
The dream has legs. That's a funny image.
A dream with legs can walk into the world.
And maybe trip sometimes.
Definitely.
That is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of failing in public.
I understand. Public failure feels heavier because other people can see it.
Yes. If I quietly fail alone, fine. I can eat snacks and recover. But if everyone knows, it feels humiliating.
Humiliating means deeply embarrassing.
Exactly. And I think many English learners feel this too.
Yes. Speaking English can feel like a public test, even when it is just a normal conversation.
You say one sentence, and suddenly your brain becomes a dramatic movie director.
Everyone noticed that grammar mistake.
Everyone will remember it forever.
This mistake will be in history books.
Yes. My brain is very unhelpful sometimes.
Mine too. But the truth is, most people forget our mistakes much faster than we do.
That's comforting.
And even when they notice, it is not the end. Mistakes are data.
Data?
Yes, data means information. In business, a mistake shows you what needs to change. In English, a mistake shows you what you need to practice.
So feedback is not a personal attack. It is information.
Exactly. Feedback is information, not rejection.
I want listeners to remember that. Feedback is information, not rejection.
Very useful sentence.
If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
And comment the word start if you have a small idea you want to try one day.
Yes. Comment start. Or write, I want to start small.
I want to start small is a powerful phrase. It lowers the pressure.
It does. It sounds much less scary than I must build a successful company immediately.
Exactly. Starting small allows you to learn before the risk becomes too big.
Give me an example.
If you want to open a bakery, don't rent a shop on day one. Start by selling a few cakes to friends, neighbors, or coworkers.
And if they like them, you learn something.
If they don't like them, you still learn something.
Painful, but useful.
Yes. If you want to teach online, start with one student. If you want to sell handmade bags, make 3 bags first, not 300. If you want to open a cafe, maybe start with a weekend pop-up.
Pop-up means a small temporary shop or event, right?
Exactly. It lets you test the idea without committing to a huge expense.
I like that. Testing sounds safer than risking everything.
It is safer, and it gives you real-world information.
Real-world information is very different from imagination.
Very different. In your imagination, every customer is kind, every product sells, and every spreadsheet behaves.
In real life, someone asks for a discount, someone cancels, and the printer refuses to work.
That is the business experience.
Beautiful and terrible.
Often both.
Do you think everyone should start a business?
No, not at all.
That's refreshing. Social media often makes it sound like everyone should become an entrepreneur.
Yes, but entrepreneurship is not a moral achievement. It is simply one path.
I like that. It's not better than having a job.
Exactly. A stable job can be a wise, healthy, and meaningful choice.
Especially if someone needs security.
Yes, security matters. A regular salary, health benefits, predictable hours, and a clear role can make life calmer.
So wanting stability does not mean you are not ambitious.
Not at all. Ambition can look different for different people.
That feels kind.
Some people want to build a company. Some people want to become excellent at their profession. Some people want more time with family. Some people want a quiet life.
And all of those can be valid.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I feel guilty because I want freedom, but I also want safety.
That is very human. Most of us want both.
Freedom and safety are like two cats pulling me in different directions.
Interesting image.
One cat says, start the business. The other cat says, keep the salary.
Both cats have a point.
Exactly.
One possible solution is to build slowly while keeping your stable base.
Like keeping a job and testing a small business on weekends?
Yes, that approach can reduce pressure. You don't need to turn your whole life upside down immediately.
That sounds mature.
It is often wise. Slow growth is still growth.
Slow growth is still growth. That's a good phrase for English learners too.
Very much so.
Sometimes learners think, I only learned 5 new words this week. That is nothing.
But 5 words used well can become part of your voice.
That's beautiful. 5 words used well can become part of your voice.
Language grows through repeated use, not dramatic moments.
Business too?
Yes. Trust grows through repeated good service. Confidence grows through repeated small actions.
So repetition is not boring. It is how things become real.
Exactly.
Let's talk about comparison. Because when people think about business, they often compare themselves to successful people online.
That is a big issue.
You scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly everyone has a brand, a course, a shop, a podcast, a perfect morning routine, and a laptop in a beautiful cafe.
And you are sitting at home in old clothes, eating crackers, wondering what happened to your life.
Ron, why are you describing me?
Lucky guess.
Comparison can make a small beginning feel embarrassing.
Yes, but we usually compare our beginning to someone else's polished result.
Polished means clean, attractive, and carefully prepared.
Exactly. Online, people often show the polished part. They don't show the years of confusion, boring admin work, failed attempts, or quiet doubt.
That helps me breathe.
Everyone starts somewhere, often smaller than we imagine.
A big company may begin with 1 customer.
A confident speaker may begin with 1 nervous sentence.
A peaceful life may begin with 1 honest decision.
Beautifully said.
Can we give some practical steps now?
Of course.
Step 1.
Write your idea in 1 clear sentence.
For example, I want to sell homemade cakes to busy office workers.
Good. Or, I want to teach English conversation to shy beginners.
Or, I want to create a quiet tea space for tired people.
Perfect. If you cannot explain your idea simply, it may need more thought.
Step 2.
Identify your customer.
Ask, who exactly am I helping?
Yes, not just everyone. Be specific. Students, parents, office workers, travelers, language learners, pet owners.
Step 3.
Find the problem or need.
Ask, what problem can I solve?
Exactly. The problem can be practical, like hunger, or emotional, like stress.
Step 4.
Test small.
Sell 10 cakes. Teach 1 lesson. Make 3 bags. Try 1 weekend pop-up.
Yes, small tests reduce risk and increase learning.
Step 5.
Ask for feedback without defending yourself too quickly.
Oh, that is hard.
Very hard, but useful. Ask, what did you like? What was unclear? What would make this better?
Step 6.
Protect your energy.
I love this one.
A business needs effort, But burnout is not a badge of honor.
Burnout means you become deeply tired because you work too much for too long.
Exactly. Rest helps you think clearly. A healthy founder makes better decisions.
Can we practice useful phrases for listeners?
Yes.
I have a business idea.
I have a business idea.
I want to start small.
I want to start small.
Who exactly am I helping?
Who exactly am I helping?
What problem can I solve?
What problem can I solve?
I need honest feedback.
I need honest feedback.
Feedback is information, not rejection.
Feedback is information, not rejection.
I can learn as I go.
I can learn as I go.
Slow growth is still growth.
Slow growth is still growth.
Confidence comes after action.
Confidence comes after action.
I will keep going, gently.
I will keep going, gently.
That last one feels like a warm blanket.
It does. It reminds us that we can be ambitious without being cruel to ourselves.
That is a powerful idea.
Ambition does not have to be aggressive. It can be steady, thoughtful, and kind.
I really like that. Sometimes people think ambition means always pushing, always working, always proving something.
But healthy ambition can also mean building a life that fits your values.
Values means the things that matter most to you.
Exactly. Freedom, family, creativity, service, learning, peace. Different people have different values.
So before starting a business, maybe we should ask, does this fit the life I actually want?
Yes. That question can save you from chasing someone else's dream.
Chasing someone else's dream. That is such a common trap.
It is. A business can look impressive from the outside, but if it does not fit your real life, it may become a beautiful prison.
Wow. A beautiful prison. That is deep.
Sometimes success can trap people if it is not aligned with who they are.
Aligned means it matches your values and your real needs.
Exactly.
So, Ron, final answer. Would you like to start your own business?
Yes, I would, but not for status. I would want to build something useful, calm, and meaningful. I would start small, listen carefully, and let the idea grow slowly.
That sounds very you.
What about you?
Yes, I would. I still feel scared, but not in a hopeless way. More like, okay, this is big, but I can take one small step. I would start with my tea shop idea in a notebook. Then I might test it with a small tea evening for friends.
That is a beautiful beginning.
And I will invite the cat to the planning meeting.
Naturally.
He will probably sleep through it.
A calm leader.
Today, we talked about the dream and the reality of starting your own business.
We talked about freedom, risk, money, customers, purpose, feedback, comparison, and energy.
We learned that a business should solve a real problem or meet a real need.
We learned that starting small is wise, not weak.
We learned that feedback is information, not rejection.
And we learned that confidence often comes after action.
To everyone listening, maybe you want to start your own business one day. Maybe you don't. Both choices are completely okay.
Your path does not need to look impressive to be meaningful.
Your progress can be quiet and still be real.
Your English can be imperfect and still be powerful.
And your small beginning can still become something beautiful.
Thank you for spending this calm time with us.
Thank you for listening, learning, and growing with us.
We hope you feel relaxed.
We hope you feel encouraged.
And we hope you remember that you can keep going slowly, wisely, and kindly.
See you in the next conversation.
Take care, everyone.
Bye. And don't forget, warm tea is better than sad water.
Very important final lesson.
Bye everyone.